Hi Josee, how are you today?
Oh, not very good. How are you, Danika?
I'm doing alright. What do you mean by not very good?
I'm just super stressed out.
What are you stressed out about?
Oh my god, where do I even start? I'm stressed with school. We've got, it feels like a million papers due in the next couple weeks and not enough free time to do it. I'm stressed because I'm running out of money and I have no support in the city and I don't know what to do.
That sounds like a very stressful time that you're having right now.
It is. I'm losing sleep. I'm losing my hair. I don't have an appetite. That felt good.
So, what is your main. Why did you come and see me today?
Because I think like I just need someone to talk to. I need support. I have no support, and I don't know how to help myself. I don't know how to cope. I don't know where to find like financial support. I don't know how to do any of these things on my own. I got spoiled when I was a kid, and I never learned any of these, like self-efficient techniques, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to call my parents. I'm too embarrassed. Like, first of all, I know they don't have the money to support me. Meanwhile, I don't even have enough money to pay rent for the rest of the year. I got denied for a student loan. I can't get a job because I've got too much schoolwork to do, and I'm losing my mind, and I had no one to talk to. I don't want to call my parents and tell them all that because I know they'll be disappointed, and I just don't know what to do.
So, if I'm hearing you correctly, it sounds like you're having issues with financial and you don't know how to go about getting financial assistance. You just need some resources to help cope with the stress of school. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yes.
Did I miss anything out?
Just that, like I said, I have no supports in the city, and I can't ask my parents. So, yeah, I just didn't know who to talk to.
Okay. Well, I can say that I've definitely had a similar situation when I was in school. I was lost, and you know how I found support? I came to the school counselor, so.
Perfect. That makes me feel better. I know I'm talking to somebody who's been there.
Okay. So, do you want to talk more about your stress in school?
Well, first of all, I'm in like a very stressful field on its own, and there's a practicum that goes with it. So on days where I feel like I should be getting my zillion papers done, I have to go to my practicum, and I honestly I didn't leave my house once all weekend. I just stared at my computer, and I was like, I have to work on these papers because I've got papers due the next week, and I can just feel it wearing on my mental stability. I have no time for myself. I just did not expect school to be this much work.
Do you feel as though you have some time management issues or anything like that?
Of course, I'm sitting there looking at my computer and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not inspired. Let me go on Facebook for 5 minutes. 5 hours later, and I still haven't started my assignment. Time management is one of my worst qualities.
So, with your time management issues, do you feel as though you've done anything to try and plan around anything?
You know what? I'm really good at I'll sit down, I can prioritize, I'll know what needs to get done, and the planning is fine, but when it comes to executing it, I find excuses. It literally gets to the point where I'd rather do household chores than work on any assignments. Yesterday I cleaned the kitchen and the living room and my bedroom before I even sat down to start my assignments. I procrastinate, and it's just the stress is getting to me, and I don't know how to fix that behavior.
Well, sometimes cleaning is a way of coping as well because you feel very clean, cleansed, and refreshed after doing so. So maybe that's something that you've been doing to cope. Do you think of that?
No, I didn't think of that, but that's probably true. It probably is a coping mechanism.
Makes your mind more focused. Is that what you feel?
I do. After everything's clean and I sit down, it's a lot easier to focus in a clean environment. But I guess I never even realized that was a coping method. I thought it was a procrastinating method.
So have you done any steps in your what is your financial situation?
Well, pretty much I worked all summer to save up enough money to come to school, and I got all my tuition and books paid for the whole year. Now I don't even have enough money to pay rent from now to the end of April, and that is my fault. I know, like I'm a reckless spender, but I don't have time to get a job. I've got even more courses in the second semester, and I can't imagine what the stress is going to be like then. And I got denied for a student loan, like I said. I don't qualify for half of the scholarships. I don't fit the criteria, or my marks aren't high enough. I don't even know how to go about getting a bursary. Like, I just feel completely helpless. I don't know what to do. And I don't want to drop out of school. I love my program so much. Like, this is the first time ever that I've been excited to go to school, and I don't know what to do.
That would be a very stressful situation. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you are having issues with the rent, and you don't know how you don't have any alternatives that you can think of. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So today would you like to learn more about some resources, some financial support for students?
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. You being a student, counselor or whatever, advisor, that would be, if you can help me with that, that would be amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So, is there any other large issues that you feel need to be addressed?
Well, maybe I guess just some other coping techniques when I feel like I'm in over my head, and to just calm myself down and, remind myself that I do have a paper due and it is done in 2 weeks. And regardless if I get it done now or in 2 weeks, I'm still going to have to do it. So, I don't know, maybe coping and finding ways to keep myself on track, I guess.
Do you feel like you have any coping strategies at the moment?
When I start to feel the stress, I just shut down. Like, I don't talk to anybody. I don't leave my house. Like, I don't know, I guess I'll go on YouTube and watch some Ellen videos, but I didn't really realize I was coping either. I kind of thought that was procrastination as well. So I don't know. How can you tell when it's healthy coping and not procrastination?
Well,
I know it's hard to tell. You can't really tell, but that's going to be my struggle, is trying to figure out if I guess I have to get some work done before I can call it coping. If I haven't started my work yet, I guess it's procrastination.
It sounds like you feel a lot of guilt in actions that you feel that aren't very task oriented towards school.
I do. When I procrastinate for that long and then I've got 1 day left to do my paper, I feel so bad because I know what the marks are going to be like. I've done it before. I know, I know better, but I can't break that habit. I'm trying so hard, and I guess I just needed support too.
Well, sometimes you just need to take a break for a few minutes to really just maintain your focus in schoolwork. So don't feel necessarily bad.
Okay, thank you.
Try not to. Okay, so do you feel as though we're effective today?
I do. I feel better. I'm glad that I got to share it with somebody, and that I know that we're going to be trying to find some financial resources and some coping techniques, and hopefully with someone, I think maybe that's another thing. I moved out of my house, and I don't have my parents nitpicking at me anymore. Did you get homework done? Did you get your homework done? So it'll be nice to have someone to nitpick for me. Thank you.
Okay, have a good day. See you next week.
Thanks. we're still on.
Hey, that was 10 minutes.